Most of the features that are associated with attractiveness has everything to do with your bad habits, not your genetics from your parents. This is called epigenetics. Epigenetics explains how your environment can impact the way genes are expressed. So today, I'm going to show you 6 bad habits that affect your appearance and how you can manipulate them to your advantage. 1. Stop being lazy to grow taller. Most men live their lives with no goals or ambitions other than being in their room on their phone. This makes you short. Yes, your height is determined by your genetics, but that's about 60%. The other 40% is determined by exterior factors. If you're under 21, I'm going to show you how to reach your maximum height potential. Let me prove it to you. Countries that have higher economic development, on average, have grown 10 centimeters or 4 inches in the last 150 years. Countries with high gross domestic product like Denmark are 23 centimeters taller than impoverished countries like Guatemala or Vietnam. Why? Because lower economic countries sleep less, have high stress, and barely eat. And when they do eat, they usually eat malnourished food that don't have all the nutrients. This is exactly what's happening to you, and here's how you fix it. First, eat specific nutrients, like foods high in nitrogen and phosphorus. You also want foods high in protein. This is considered one of the most important environmental factors that stimulate growth. Second, you need more sleep. Lack of sleep can stunt your growth. According to the CDC, if you are aged 13 to 18, you should be sleeping between 8 to 10 hours. Third, stop being sedentary. Staying active as you're young is important as it forces your body to release growth hormone. This growth hormone is responsible for your height. The above only works when your growth plates are still open. Once those growth plates close around the ages of 18 to 20, you have pretty much sealed your fate when it comes to your height. After 21, your only route is to develop great posture. Most people have a bad habit of hunching over. Aligning your head over your spine can maximize your height and add 1 to 3 inches. 2. You have lazy facial posture. Similar to having bad body posture, a lot of people have developed bad facial posture. This elongates the face and overcrowds your teeth. Most people believe that your face structure is all genetics, but the reality is that your bad habits can negatively impact your face structure. This is where Professor John Mew came up with this theory of orthotropics, treating the jaw as it's growing to enhance the beauty by guiding its structure. The effectiveness of orthotropics was proven in a study with 12 identical twins. One set of twins was treated with regular braces. The other set was treated with orthotropic techniques to guide facial growth. 10 years after treatment, the twins that were treated with orthotropic techniques had more attractive facial features. Those that were treated with regular braces just had straight teeth. This technique only works through your growth phase. After your growth phase, you can still guide facial restructuring by changing how you breathe. This was pioneered by the same Professor John Mew. This form of breathing is called mewing. The goal is to stop breathing from your mouth and only breathe from your nose. Another way to restructure your face is by trimming the beard correctly. For this, I use my electric shaver, the Handyman from Manscaped. If you precisely cut the line underneath your jaw, 2 fingers above your Adam's apple, you will create a clear distinction between your jaw and your neck. This is important because when you start mewing, you're going to make your bottom jaw disappear. Using a good trimmer will enhance this effect. It will correct your facial posture and give you attractive features. All of this works on anyone, no matter your genetics. And I don't want to be biased, my electric shaver from Manscaped is the best this market has ever seen. That sounded bold. That's because it is. The Handyman delivers a quick and close shave using a unique dual blade system. The hair leveler picks up the hair, and the foil shaver gets the closest and smoothest shave possible. The twins were identical, but after a few years, their faces grew quite different, where they no longer looked like identical twins. This is due to mouth breathing. When you mouth breathe, your tongue drops from the roof of your mouth to the bottom. This creates a long face, causing inward pressure on your teeth, which start overcrowding. This one single bad habit affects the growth of your facial bones and your dental arches. You need to understand that proper facial posture and good beard trimming can completely change how your face looks. Breathing, you can control. Facial trimming, I got you covered. I want you to go to manscaped.com/TMF. It'll also be linked down below. I'm going to gift you 20% off plus free shipping. If you guys want to change your face structure, click that link down below. 3. Stop being distracted while you eat. Genetics do not make you overweight. Instead, it's 2 bad habits most young people participate in every day. One of them is distractions. Anytime your brain is cognitively busy with one task, it will ignore another one. Scientists proved just how bad this is in a study with 50 teens. They split the teens into two groups while they ate snacks. One group would send text messages, the other group was reading articles. What was shown was that phone usage increased snack consumption by 58%. Imagine that in your daily life. How many more calories are you now consuming? Get off your phone when you're eating. The second thing affecting your weight is that our generation is mostly sedentary. We burn the least amount of calories compared to previous generations. The American Journal of Preventative Medicine highlighted how 19-year-olds are just as sedentary as a 60-year-old. You have to change, and you have to do it for your future kids. This is because the benefits of working out and living healthy gets passed down to future generations through your DNA. Instead, in the same way, you can pass unhealthy, damaged DNA if you remain overweight. So far, I've shown you how habits like laziness can keep you short, bad face posture weakens your face, and how your electronics are making you overweight. Most of these negative outcomes people think are purely genetic. They are not. And these next two will surprise you. 4. Your bad habits are destroying your skin. Your external habits control your skin color and skin texture. Scientists proved this in a study with 186 twins. Twins have the exact same genetic makeup, meaning your skin should look the same. However, since they had different habits their entire life, those twins with better habits ended up having better skin than those that had bad habits. What the researchers found was that if you want beautifully colored skin that is smooth, you need to stop these 3 major things. First, don't go outside without protection. For those twins that spend more time in the sun and did not wear sunscreen, they found that their skin looked 11.5 years older than the twin that did wear sunscreen. 2, don't get a divorce. Marriage can be a great thing, but the heartbreak and stress that divorce brings can accelerate your aging process and make your skin look 2 years older. And 3rd, stop drinking alcohol. Alcohol dehydrates the body, including the skin. This means that every time you drink, your skin will lose nutrients and fluids that are vital. 5, have friends that are richer than you are. Stop hanging out with friends that have no ambition. It's the one bad habit that's keeping you poor. There is this thing called the wealthy profile, which are 5 traits that make people rich. You hanging around people that are richer than you will help you develop those traits. 2 Harvard studies prove this. The most important trait for upward mobility economically is your proximity to wealth. So I'll ask you this: how many friends do you have that are richer than you? In fact, the researchers found that if low-income kids grew up in rich kids' neighborhoods, their future income would increase by 20%. And this is because wealthy people have developed 5 traits that lead them to success. And the reasoning is simple. Because wealthy people have developed traits that allow them to make more money. You being around wealthy people allows you to subconsciously learn those traits. Researchers found that the 5 traits that make up this wealthy profile is 1, risk tolerance. How able are you to take on risk? 2, emotional stability. 3, openness. How open-minded are you to trying new things? 4, extroversion, to network and meet new people. 5, conscientiousness, being orderly and being able to do a job well. And don't stress. These habits will come to you naturally by just becoming friends with people that are making more money than you. Listen to me. This is important because staying poor leads me to the worst habit of them all. This is the one habit you cannot come back from. 6, staying poor shortens your lifespan. The biggest habit that you must change is to stop always thinking about how to save more money. This is stressful and it will not get you out of your financial situation. This bad habit increases your range of aging and lowers your lifespan. Poverty can reshape your DNA and your body mechanics, from skeletal development, muscle development, immune response, and neurological development. MIT researchers proved that the life expectancy between the top 1% and the bottom 1% is wide. The top 1% on average live 14.6 years more than the bottom 1%. This is because you deal with less financial stress. You eat better quality food. You have more time and money to invest in health and in sleep. You need to replace the bad habit of always saving money with an all-consuming goal of creating money. That's it for me today, boys. I'm dropping 2 more videos here for you to continue to level up. See you guys next time.